that you can extend your training for. If you don't get them off our website, qolnow.com, you can find them on the internet or ask your teachers about them. So here we go. We start by pulling down the heavens. We do it 3 times. You're reaching up, gathering energy, breathing out. 2, breathe in, breathe out, and then breathe in, breathe out. Okay, we're going to activate our lower body, build up some heat in our lower body, work on our lower body strength, plus we're going to be using our calves. We squeeze our calves. That's in Chinese medicine, that's your third heart. That's pushing lymphatic fluid and blood out from those ankles that are getting way too fat from gravity, and it pushes that back up into your torso where it can be, your waist can be breathed out. So what we're going to do is, just like before, we're going to reach up, but this time we're really reaching as high as we can go, and then we're coming down. Sorry, the camera must be off because it's, hold on. Is that better? A little bit better. No. Shoulder length. All right, you're going to have to watch me at an angle tonight. Okay, so what we're going to do is reach up, extend up on your toes. You go up on the ball of your foot and you push your large toe into the ground. That's activating meridians. You're reaching with your fingers, opening everything up, expanding things, letting energy flow through, and then as we breathe out, we're going to sink down and we're going to compress. So expand, compress. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, open everything up, breathe out. We're building up those ankles, the large muscles in our legs. Breathe in. As we sink, we want to sink our hips. We keep our back straight, so we don't want to be doing this. We're coming up, we want the proper alignment, and as we sink down, we keep our back straight. Our knees don't go past our toes. So breathe in, breathe out. Okay, we'll do a couple more. Breathe in, big toes, breathe out, compress. Is building up heat in our lower bodies, getting fluids in our body moving. Breathe out. And then we're going to do one more. This one, breathe in. Then we're going to breathe out. And we're going to hold. Okay, and then you're going to come up, breathe in, breathe out. All right, now we're going to continue to activate our body. We want to get blood and chi and energy to go out to our fingertips. As we age, energy and blood retreat from our extremities. So we've got to get it to go out there so we can maintain hand health. And just general health, this is getting blood going out to the meridians, energy centers in the hands. So we start, this is called shake the 9 gates. So you start by shaking your hands really loosely. And now you're going to continue to shake your hands by shaking your body. You're going to allow them to shake. You're going to come up slightly on your heels and drop down. You're lifting your rib cage up. You're bouncing your internal organs around your knees. You're lifting your heels off, dropping down, making a slight shock wave that's strengthening your bones. And by activating, going up and down, you're using your calves. That's the third heart, your third heart in Chinese medicine, which has to beat in order for your lower body, and it's strengthening the ankles. So just keep going. If you're making a sound, this skin's moving over the muscles moving over the bones. We're breaking up adhesions, heating up the fluids in our center body, so our organs break up adhesion in our organs. You're going to come up and throw all that energy out to your fingertips. The second chi activation, energy activation, is called dragon shakes. It's whiskers. So our chin's following our shoulders. We're warming up we're still massaging our internal organs, but we're warming up our spine and our neck so we don't hurt them while we practice. You also want to engage your mind, so what you're doing is you're turning as far as you can, and then you're picking a point on each side, or if you can, all the way behind you, and you focus on it. Focus, focus. Your hands are loose. They can hit against your body, but they're being moved by your body. Just really loose, warming up that spine. Okay, now we're going to do one more, which is called a crescent pose. This is these 3 exercises you can do anytime during the day to kind of wake up your body. You've been sitting too long. You're going to reach. So you're opening up your shoulder, reach for the ceiling, and now we're pushing a thumbtack into the wall over there. This is called our crescent pose. We're trying to get our spine to go into a C and then lean. So what else is this doing? As we lean, our shoulders staying up above. If we have enough shoulder flexibility, we want our hand and our elbow to stay up against that wall too. So you're not reaching across, we're bending, we're opening up the spine, trying to separate the vertebrae, so be careful if you have any kind of spinal problems, any discs, so don't do this one. And then, so you're going to breathe in, breathe out. This is lifting the rib cage off the internal organs and massaging them, and on the other side, breathe in, breathe out. One more each side, breathe in, hold it, and then breathe out, push, and then breathe in, breathe out. The movements we teach you here are to get fluids moving through your body, to try to get your respiration, digestion, elimination working properly, and we're also building up that lower body strength so you can climb stairs, walk safely around the town. All right, what we're going to do is we're just going to swing our arms, our hands. We want to keep our shoulders loose. If you have shoulder problems, just don't go up that high. But what we're feeling is blood. It's like our hands are balloons, and we're feeling the blood rush down. We're trying to fill them with blood. Just really loose. Right. Now, when we do the movements, we do different levels, and you stop at the level, which is, if you start feeling discomfort, stay at that level or go back down to the previous level. So this is level 1. Level 2 is we're flicking our hands, so you close your hands and you flick like you're flicking water. It's throwing out a little bit of extra energy. It's massaging the points in our hands, the energy points. Just really loose. Okay, now what we're going to do is, next level, level 3 is we're getting a little coordination as we go up with the balls of our foot and our toe, and our big toe once again pushes in to the floor. So we're massaging the energy points on our fingers and in our toes. Just a few more, really loose. All right, and the final level is it's actually, want to get a little spring in our step, so we're going to actually bounce while we do it and just do this. We'll just do a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a coordination thing, so you want your fingers to come up as you reach the height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. To continue, we're going to stretch. We're going to push energy up and push it down. We're lifting our rib cage off once again and squeezing out the other side, massaging those internal organs. So what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in, breathe out. The hands, you're pulling back the fingers. You're trying to palm the ceiling and palm the earth. So this is called splitting heaven and earth. So you're breathing in, breathe out. You're breathing in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. You're not just putting your hands up there, you're really pushing, you're getting the kinks out of your nervous system. We're trying to get the nervous system to be able to talk one side of the body to talk to the other. Breathe out, energy flowing there, plus we're opening and closing, pushing once again, trying to get fluids to move through. We're massaging those internal organs. Going to do one more. Breathe in, breathe out. All right, so we're going to do the same movement, but we're going to add a little bit of fun to it tonight. We normally don't do animal frolics, but we're summer. We're trying to get that energy moving through our body the same way, but we're going to take from the 5 animal frolics. We're going to take the monkey, which is the summer one. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out. You're going to shift all your weight to the right leg, and you're just going to come up and you're going to dot. You're going to put your toe. You're going to go on the ball of your foot, so you're pushing your toe in. Now you're stepping over, come up, and dot. Step over, come up, and dot. This is going to build up a lot of strength in your legs and your ankle. Also be careful if you don't have it. We're going to be going up and down. So right now you just have to go by whatever your joints and your muscles tell you. We don't want you to be falling down, but if you do this, it'll be building up. Okay, so there, step over. Now what we're going to do is when you step over, when you dot, you're also going to go down. Right now you want your body to be straight. When we say lower yourself, we mean lower your hips. We don't mean leave your hips in the same place and lower your head. So we're going over, and then we're going down, going over, down, over, down, over, down. All right, so next part, we go over, and as we go down, we're going to push down with our hand, just like when we were doing this. So now we're going to step over, all our weight, and all our weight's on our right leg right now. So we're really building up that leg because we're having to go up and down on one leg. We're basically doing this, right? So we're building up some strength there on that leg. See, so we're going to be going. We use the other leg for balance. We're going to step over, dot, and sink down. Step over, dot, and sink down. One more. Step over, dot, and sink down. We're going to do the other hand, and then we'll put it all together. So as we step over, so we're on in this case, we're on your right leg. What you're going to do is you're going to go to the other leg, you're going to throw your arm up, and then as you sink down, you're going to bring it up by your mouth. So now you're going to throw the other arm up, expand, and then you're going to contract down. Step over, expand, step down. One more. Step over, expand, and step down. You're coming down, you're a monkey, right? So here we go. So now we're going to put it all together. So we're going to leap over, and then we're going to come down, and we're pushing down and come up. Now we use this hand to throw us over to there, and now we're sinking down. So step, sink down. Step, sink down. Step, sink down. Feel like a monkey yet? So step, you're supposed to be light and playful like a monkey. Step, sink down. But as you see, we're doing the last movement, but we're using them to build up our lower body, get our coordination going, and teach us how to move lightly. Right. So that's the monkey. All right, the next one is we're going to do sounds. Normally I don't emphasize sounds very much because they're a little bit hard. Not that they're hard for people to do, but if you're not used to them, people often feel silly doing them. And if you're in a class, everybody else is doing them, so you have to do it too. If you're just all by yourself, it sounds kind of weird. So in traditional Chinese medicine, there's a whole bunch of sounds In the case that we do for our medical Qigong is there's 6 sounds, there's 12 meridians, but they kind of match. There's an organ with each one, and the 6 sounds go with the kind of the major organ. So the one we're going to start out with is, it's summer, the organ that you think about is your stomach. Stomach, in Chinese medicine, each organ has certain emotions to go with it. Your heart has fire, it has a lot of passion, but you also can become over passionate, so you have to get a lot of that out. And the sound for your heart, you look at something and you feel so much emotion, you just, So the one for stomach is when something bad happens, the emotion to go with your stomach is worry. So you have to go like, oh, you have to get rid of it. So we're trying to get rid of our negative emotions in our stomach, bringing healthy energy there and expelling the other one. So we're going to start out. So the sound is ho, ho. Like something bad happens, like oh no. So here we go. So you're going to breathe in, look up, expand your chest, and then we're going to push on our stomach and ho. 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 So what we're going to do slight, we're going to hold our hands together, we're going to breathe in. The color of energy to go with your stomach is yellow or gold. So what you're going to do is you're going to breathe in, get a lot of positive yellow energy, and as you breathe out, you're going to push that in and you're going to expel the stale energy from your stomach. So, oh. Alright, now we're going to put this together. This is, like I said, we don't normally do the sounds. We're going to put 3 sounds together, which is we're going to work on your liver, your heart, and your stomach, trying to balance them. So as I said, the sound for your liver is she. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your hand on your liver, which is on the right side of your body. You're going to lift up your hand. The color that goes with anger is the color that is the emotion, the negative emotion that goes with your liver. And the Hulk is green. That's how you remember he goes crazy when he's anger is what turns him green. So you're going to breathe in, but you're going to breathe in cool, green energy. It's going to flow down across your shoulders, into your hand and into your liver, and then we're going to expel. We're going to lean to the side, just like with that first thing, doing a crescent pose. And as we say the she, we'll just do a second here. We're going to expel that. So we'll just do a few of those. Breathe in. She. All right, and now we're going to put our hand on the other side. That's in our heart, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to breathe in some cool red energy. It's going to flow across our back into our heart, and we're going to say the ha sound. Ha. And then we're going to come to the center. Ho. And on your liver. Okay, so those Chinese medicine consider very important to make your different parts of your body vibrate. That keeps them healthy and expels the bad energy. Lets them lets energy and fluids flow through it. We're going to actually go tonight because we have those three. You have those three sounds. There's a story that goes with the three sounds. It's about the fisherman and the pearl. An old fisherman is coming back from fishing. It's night. He doesn't really like fishing, but he has to do it. He has to live. And he looks over, and in one of the tidal pool, he sees a gigantic pearl. So he goes over, and he thinks, I can pick up that pearl, and I can pick up the pearl, and I won't have to be a fisherman anymore. So he goes, he splashes in the water, trying to pick up the pearl, but then suddenly he realizes, he looks up, it's the reflection of the moon, and then he's worried again. Okay, so we have to expel those things. So what we're doing is first we're trying to find that pearl. So we're going to lean over, and we're looking in the pool, and we're going back and forth, and we're working on the liver sound. So it's she. So shh, 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 shh. Now all of a sudden you look up, you realize it's the moon. So you're looking up, reach back, arch your back. You're reaching up, getting energy, and then as you breathe out, you roll your hands together. You want your first the thumb and the index finger can be just relaxed. The other hands rolled in and squeezed. They're activating some of your energy points. So you reach up and you go, ah. And then you come up and oh. You do that 3 times. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. So this way you can go through, you have a little story to help you go through the movements and clear the energy from those organs. We're going to do one more set. So first we're going to be, it's the fisherman and the pearl. So first we're going to look, try to get the pearl. When you swing in your hands, your energy centers are, when you see lots of times when we do movements, we're pulling our hands across our ribs here. That's a liver energy center. So when we're swinging, you can have your hands lightly tap those points. They're kind of at the bottom of your floating ribs right here. Okay, so we're gonna shh, 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 shh. Come up. Oh. Oh. And one more. Oh. All right. That was just kind of an introduction to, like I said, we usually don't do the healing sounds, but that's considered actually an important part of practice. You can find out if you go on YouTube, and we'll try to put something on our site about the different healing sounds. Also, the 5 animal frolics. They have one animal for every element. So now we're going to go on. We'll go on with the regular class for the last few minutes. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to keep circulation. It's summer, so we want to keep circulation going, and we also want to build our muscles. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our red palm exercise. So what you do there is you roll your fingers in, make a fist, and then your thumb comes over and covers your middle finger. So now you're making a fist. Now you're going to squeeze as tightly as you can. This is even tighter than you squeezed last week. So you're going to come up. So we're holding Our arms are straight. We're holding buckets of sand. Then when we're reaching up, there's a huge door. We're trying to pull open that door. And then we're reaching up, we're hanging. We're going up on our ball of our foot and our toes, and we're hanging from a monkey bar. So we're opening up our shoulders, and at the same time we're feeling them pull. So we're gonna breathe in. This is about your hands. Keep your arms straight. If you can only go up to your, say, shoulder level, that's fine. This is, we're focusing on our hands. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Squeeze. Keep squeezing as tightly as you can. We're trying to push all the blood out of our hands and our arms. Breathe in. This is building up our circulation. Breathe out. Breathe in. We're going to do 2 more. 1. Squeeze. Keep squeezing. Squeeze. Squeeze. And then 1 more. Breathe in. Now we get to the top. Just let your hands float down. Let them open. Just really relax. Just give them a chance to open up. We've pushed all the blood out, and now the blood's rushing back in. So fresh blood. We pushed all the stale blood out. All the blood is rushing back in. What we're going to do is we're going to try to have our flash palm, which is what you're going to do is you're going to roll your palm up again and squeeze. And then watch your palm. So when you open it up, it should be white because you've squeezed out all the blood. And then what we're hoping to see is it should immediately, within a few seconds, turn pink, a brighter pink. That means fresh blood's rushing in. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to fight arthritis, and just in general, as we get older, energy recedes from our hands and our feet. So we want to get it out there, and we want the circulation to go out to keep building up our energy points. Okay, we got time for one more thing. We'll do a stance. We've been doing different stances. We'll do a stance that's called the Ba stance or the Daoist horse stance. A regular horse stance, your feet are 2 shoulder width apart, the feet are straight. We're bending our knees don't go past your toes, and your back's straight, right? And then you go down. You go down as much as you can. With practice, you can get pretty low, even keeping your back straight without your knees going up, but it takes practice. So right now, just go down until you start feeling it in your knees. All right, that's the regular one, but we're going to do the Daoist one. If you know Chinese, you're going to learn a Chinese character. So if you just take a paintbrush and make 2 45-degree strokes, you'll have strokes that look like that. That's the number 8, and that's how you write 8 in Chinese. And you pronounce it Ba. So we're putting our feet in, our toes are in, and so this is one of the other names for this is the Ba stance. It's the 8 stance because our feet are in the shape of the character for 8. Now, whenever we bend our knees, we bend our knees in the direction of our toes. So here, we're bending our knees straight. If our knees were out here, we'd be bending here. Our knees are in, so as we lower our hips, our knees are going together because they're going in the direction of our toes. So we're going to try to build up some internal strength. And so what we're going to do is, we're going to turn. You're going to stick out. Normally you don't stick out your butt, but for this moment, we're trying to build up strength in our rear end. So what we're doing is, you're going to lean forward, but you're not going to lean forward. Your chest shouldn't go past your knees. And we're going to hold our hands up like this in our Ba stance. And we're just going to hold for a few seconds, building up that lower body strength by arching our back and sinking lower. You should be feeling it more in the butt. So here we go. Only hold it for about a minute. and come up. Once again, that shows that time does not flow equally through the universe. If you're watching a commercial or listening to a sound, 1 minute's over like that. When you're holding position, 1 minute goes on for an hour. Okay, that's it. We're going. We did a lot of new things. I tried to introduce you to some new concepts tonight so that you can find out and investigate. We're trying to take you through a lot of different movements. We'll be back kind of in our regular Qigong and Tai Chi movements for the season next week. So we're going to breathe in, breathe out, pulling down the heavens, breathe in, breathe out, and one more time, breathe in, breathe out. Then we say body, mind to lock in our energy and clap to congratulate ourselves what we do. So body, mind. All right.